and welcome everyone to this practice, to this video. My name is Sojourner Williams and I am an adult and children's yoga instructor. And this class is geared towards children more or less 6 to 12. And something that you can do with your families, or you can do it by yourselves. You can practice it once, or you can practice it a few times until you feel really comfortable with all of the different asana or postures in this yoga class. Yoga is a great way to move your bodies, especially if you're feeling really pent up from this quarantine. Most of us have been in our houses for a really long time, and so this is an opportunity, even though you're pretty much confined to a small little space, to open yourselves up, to feel free and just like you're running and playing and just really tapping into your breath and the physicality that we are not able to fully express these days. So I hope you enjoy this class and really want to serve you in the best way without causing any overwhelm, of course, at this time. So let's take a few moments to ground ourselves, right? We start from the ground up in yoga. So we're going to begin in seated cross-leg position. Roll your shoulders down your backs. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more deep breath in through the nose. And flutter those lips. And we'll begin with our intention statements. I hope you remember them. I'll go through them twice just in case. I am peaceful. Ready? Let's do it again. I am peaceful. Awesome. I am balanced. Let's do it again. I am balanced. My breath is my strength. Yes, show me that strength. Let's do it one more time. My breath is my strength. Awesome. Especially when you're doing crow pose. So let's put this all together. I am peaceful. I am balanced. My breath is my strength. Awesome. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So we're going to begin today's class, as we begin all of our classes, with the breath, right? You have to have your breath functioning, moving really well in your bodies so that you can practice yoga, right? Because yoga is all about linking your breath and your movement to find balance. So we're going to start with a really energizing breath. I have a feeling that you could probably use an outlet for some wiggles and could use some energizing movement since we're cooped up in our homes, that is. So let's take chopping breath. Go ahead and stand. And you're going to bring your feet pretty wide. Bend your legs. Bring your hands together and interlace your fingers. Okay, so just like interlace those fingers. And sometimes this is called elephant's breath. And if you think you know why, let me know in the comments section below. But here we go. Lift up the arms on the inhale, and as you exhale, go ha, 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 chopping. Go ahead and step your feet together. We'll take mountain pose. Feet together. Bend the knees just a little bit. Spread your toes. Root down through your feet like your feet are growing roots and shooting down into the earth. Get as tall as you can. Drop your shoulders and bring the crown of your head up to the sky like a mountain. Here we go. Just breathe. This is a chance for you to catch your breath. And it's a chance for you to check in with your body. Body, how are we feeling today? Notice how your head feels, how your neck feels, how your shoulders and arms and hands feel, how your chest feels, how your belly feels, how your back feels, how your legs feel, how your knees feel, how your ankles and feet and toes feel. Breathe. And mountains are so stable, right? They're so stable and steady. Imagine that you are a mountain and just visualize what you're looking at when you look around as a mountain. Are you maybe a mountain in Hawaii where you can look out and see the ocean? Are you a mountain maybe in the Himalayas where you're just around so many other big mountain peaks looking out into the silvery purple distance? Where are you? And a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, starfish. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, starfish. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, starfish. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, starfish. Exhale, mountain. Shaking it up a little bit. Next inhale, tree pose. Let's balance. So press into one foot and lift the other foot. Now you can use your hands, but we're gonna bring the lifted leg. You're gonna press that foot above or below your knee, not against your knee, because we don't wanna hurt the kneecap. So your foot is above or below the knee. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and balance. Good. Press your foot into your leg into your foot, both hands into each other, and find your center. After being a mountain, you probably are already really balanced because mountains are super balanced. All right, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And we'll just switch so that the next foot is lifted. So shift to your other leg and lift the other foot. Go ahead and try to balance. Press one foot against your leg against your foot, and bring your palms together. Balancing nice and tall. Finding that center. Remember we talked about drishti points in class? A drishti point is something that you can look at that's not going to move. So maybe like there's a clock ahead of you and you can look right at the clock, or maybe there's a picture in front of you that you can look at, so that if you start to wiggle, you have something to keep you nice and strong and steady. All right, good job, trees. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Let's come down to the mat. Tabletop. So you want your shoulders over your knees and your hips over, let me rewind, that was not right. You want your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. All right, Miss Williams, now you got it. Spread your fingers, straighten your spine. Inhale, cow pose, heart lifts. Exhale, cat pose, round the back. Ooh. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Now you're going to bring your big toes together to touch, and you're going to spread your knees wide. Child's pose. Bring your hips to your heels and walk your fingers forward. Time for rest. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, come back to tabletop. And then we're going to extend the right leg and the left arm. Oh, balance. And bring it down to the mat. Extend the left leg and the right arm. Balance. Good. Bring it down to the mat once more. Right leg, left arm. Down. Left leg, right arm. Down. Very nice. Now we're going to bring the inner knees together and we're going to bring the inner ankles together. Sit back on your heels. Bring your hands towards your heels so you can cup your hands around your heels and round forward. This is another variation of child's pose, but it feels different, doesn't it? All right, inhale, lift up. Exhale, you're going to tent your fingers. Remember, that means we're just pressing our fingertips into the floor and we're going to lift our palms. So you're going to bring your fingers behind you and then inhale, baby camel. Just lift your heart. Little baby camel. Exhale, take a seat. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, root your fingers. Inhale, baby camel. Good. Exhale, take a seat. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, root your fingers. Inhale, baby camel. Nice job. Have a seat. Cross your ankles. And let's scoot forward to the front of the mat. I think you know what we're getting ready for. Boat pose. Ready to row those boats? All right, so first we're going to feel those sits bones, right? Remember those 2 little knobs at the base of your spine? So find the sits bones, come forward, and then roll back. There's a little balancing space between your sits bones and your tailbone. So once you get there, draw your navel in towards your spine. That'll help strengthen your core muscles so that you can do this. Lift one leg and then the other. Alrighty, lift your arms straight back and let's row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Arms up. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Legs straight. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Woo. Did you feel that? I felt that. Let's bring our hands to the floor on either side of us. We're going to get ready for reverse tabletop now. So spread the toes, spread your fingers, take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, straighten your back, and as you breathe out, lift your hips, reverse tabletop. And you can rock a little bit from side to side if you'd like. Lower your hips, straight back. Exhale, tabletop. Or reverse tabletop, that is. Lower your hips, take a deep breath in. Exhale, press down, lift up, reverse tabletop. All right, yogis, I challenge you to lift one leg. I challenge you to wiggle those toes. Nice work. Go ahead and put that foot down. I challenge you to lift the other leg. I challenge you to wiggle the other toes. All right, put your foot down. Put your bottoms down. Let's bring our feet back towards us and make our way into Yogi Squat. Let me come around here so you can see. Remember our Yogi Squat. We'll bring our hands down and take 3 deep breaths, just opening the hips. Very good. All right, bringing your hands to the floor, lift your hips, step back, downward facing dog, spread your fingers. Press your hands into the earth, lift your hips, let your head hang. You can wiggle your head yes or no. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can keep the knees a little bit soft, like a small bend in the knees. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet. You can even flutter your lips here. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between your thumbs, bend your legs, hop or step forward. And we're back into our Yogi Squat. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lift your hips. Turn your feet so that they're facing forward. Bend your legs. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And let the arms come forward. And just dangle. This is our ragdoll variation. We're getting ready for our sun salutations. Lower the arms down by your side, root down and roll up. Very nice. Step the feet together. Let's come to the front of the mat, or if you don't have a mat, which is absolutely fine, just find where you'd like to start. Walk there and say, here I am. We'll start in mountain pose. Here we go. Arms up high, touch the sky. Hang down low, touch your toes. Feet step back, make a plank. Belly on the ground, be a snake. Downward dog. Hop like a frog. Hang down low. Mountain pose. Arms up high, touch the sky. Hang down low, touch your toes. Feet step back, make a plank. Belly on the mat, be a snake. Downward dog. Hop like a frog. Hang down low. Mountain pose. One more time. Arms up high, touch the sky. Hang down low, touch your toes. Feet step back, make a plank. Belly on the ground, be a snake. Downward dog. Hop like a frog. Hang down low. Mountain pose. All right, air high five, you did it. Awesome. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So we're getting ready to take it down a little bit. I don't know if we did this in class, but we're gonna do it now. We're gonna stand our feet together, bring our feet together, and we're gonna take what's called chair pose. For chair pose, imagine that there's a really big, comfortable chair behind you, and you'd like to sit in it. So let's go ahead and get ready to sit in our chair. Stop! There's no chair back there, but we're still holding this pose. So scoot your weight to your heels, bend as if you just know there's a chair there, and let's lift our arms. Ooh, I know you feel it. Breathe. Keep breathing. Good, now let's bring our hands together in front of our hearts. And we're gonna twist. So your left elbow will come to your right knee. And try to keep your knees level and twist. All right, I'm gonna come this way so that you can see what I'm gonna do next. But it's gonna take us into one of our favorite little maneuvers that we were working on in class, our side crow. So let's release the arms, and we're gonna bring the hands down to the mat. Yes, you know where I'm going. Spread through the fingers, shift your weight onto the right, and see if you can balance for 3, 2, 1. Ah! Phew. All right, and let's make our way up slowly, and we'll shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Shake it up. All right. So, chair pose again. Step those feet together. Knees come in together. Inhale, lift the arms, and take a seat in your chair. Ah! There's nothing there. Oh no. All right, let's scoot our hips back. Lift your toes, wiggle your toes, weight in your heels. Oh boy, this is tricky. And let's bring the hands together in front of our heart. Right elbow to left knee. Let me turn so that you can see what I'm doing. Scoot, scoot, scoot. All right. We're twisting. So you want to have a nice long straight back. Really, this is massaging all of your internal organs. Your kidneys, your stomach, your intestines. Everything's getting massaged. Your lungs. Go ahead and bring your hands down. Getting ready for our side crow. This side is very shaky for me. So let's see what happens. Experiments. Lower and lift. Oh boy. 1, 2, whoa, 3. We made it. Let's take a seat. Good job, yogis. All right, straddle. Press down through the hips, lift up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold to the left. Stretching it out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold to the right. Alrighty. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the center. Ooh, take your time. Lower down. Good job. Inhale, lift up. Wiggling out the legs as we draw them together in staff pose. Or if you take gymnastics, as I know many of you do, pike pose. Let's extend the legs. Get as tall as you can through the spine. Lift the arms on the inhale. Exhale, touch your toes. Fold forward. Good job. Your body's carried you through. Your breath carried you through. And I bet you feel ready for our final pose in yoga, our Shavasana. So with your legs in front of you, gently make your way onto your back. And you'll stay here, just resting, allowing yourselves almost to take a nap. And when it's time to come out, you'll hear my bell. I'll ring a bell 3 times. All you need to do here is breathe. And allow your breath to deepen. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Turn your head from side to side. Roll over onto your right hand side. Take 3 breaths, nice and deep. And then make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Let me scoot in a little bit. All right, yogis, it was such a pleasure working with you. And I'm gonna leave you with a high piece. Well, let's pretend that we're in class and we can give each other a boom, high piece. Have a very peaceful day. So if you liked this video, please know that I offer every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yoga classes for young adults and children. And if that's something that you'd be interested in participating in, there's a link below where you can register for my classes. Have a lovely day and keep up the practice.